What is going on, Panda Gang, man? Here's how you set up your Cronus Zen for the PlayStation 5 so you guys get zero lag as well as no disconnection. So let's go ahead and get started. Cronus Zen out the box is make sure you guys are doing all these next steps from your laptop or your PC, all right? So bring out your laptop or your PC. I want you to download the Chrome browser. If you guys already don't have Chrome, make sure you get that downloaded. Once you do, simply type in at the top on the search bar, Cronus Zen download, all right? That's the first thing you're going to type in. And once you do, click on the first link that pops up, okay? Once we see this screen, you want to go ahead and hit on download because we're going to have to update our Cronus Zen first, okay? So to do this, there's going to be this thing called the Zen Studios, which is what we're going to use. So you can see this downloads tab here. Right now it's build 82. Whenever you guys are watching this video, just download the latest one, okay? So once you see it here, just right click on it. And if you guys have done it correctly and you're using the Chrome browser, you can see it's just going to go into your downloads tab on the right hand side, all right? Once it does, what I like to do is drag that out into my desktop. So I'm going to minimize the screen. Next, you want to open up your file explorer, okay? That's going to be this yellow file icon at the bottom left side. Just go ahead and click on that. Then you want to click on your downloads and you'll see the Zen Studios here. I'm going to minimize this and move it out of the way. And to get it onto your desktop, all you do is just right click and drag and drop, all right? Once you guys have it dragged and dropped, this is what the Zen Studios looks like, okay? Next thing you want to do is run this application. So you're just going to double click on it, wait for it to load in. Once it does, just simply hit next. I agree and go ahead and install here, okay? Make sure you guys don't have any antivirus software that's going to block the thing because sometimes that might do that. But again, once it's done, just go and hit finish. And now you're going to have two brand new applications on your desktop and they should look exactly like this, okay? One's going to be called the ZenLink Configurator, which you don't need. And then the one that we do need, which is right over here, it's called the Zen Studios, all right? If you guys don't see it on your desktop, just simply go down into your search bar and type in ZEN, and then you'll see it come up. It should be this one right here, Zen Studios, all right? Now, next thing you're going to do is go ahead and open the Zen Studios, okay? And this whole time, just leave your Zen to the side. We don't need to plug it in just yet, okay? This is our first step where we are going to plug it in, but wait for this thing to load in, okay? But again, this time, just leave it to the side. Then what you want to do here is hit Open Online Update Tool here. Okay, you guys can see this button. Just go ahead and click on that. Now, I know some of you guys aren't able to bring it up from there. So if that's the issue, you want to go back to that downloads page. And if you scroll down a bit, they have the update tool right here. Okay, whichever way you bring it up, just bring up this update tool. This is what it looks like, right? You can see I already had it open. So there we go. Now, this is the first time you're going to plug in your Zen, right? So let me go ahead and explain a few of the ports and the cables that are going to come with your Zen now, right? Most of the cables that will come with your Zen are going to look similar to this cable. Again, they're going to be longer in size, but they're basically the same cable. One side is always going to be USB, right? You guys can see normal USB in. The other end is going to be USB-C. You guys can see that right here at the camera, right? USB-C, USB. When you're first updating your Cronus Zen, right over here on the update tool, what you have to do is plug the Zen in at the top. You guys can see this is anytime from now on where I talk about top of the Zen, this is what it's going to be. Okay, this is the top of the Zen. The other end of this cable, which is again just going to be a normal USB in, that's going to go into your laptop or your PC, whatever you guys are using to run this Collective Minds update tool, all right? So you guys can see this cable right here. Again, you can use the short one or the long one. I already have a bunch of cables for my Zen, so I'm going to use that one and plug it in. So I'll show you guys, okay? So you can see, again, when you're updating it, it should plug in only at the top. This is what I mean by the top, okay? Once it is plugged in there, you want to flip it over, and on the back of the Zen, there's a little blue button, right? You have to make sure on the Zen screen, it says Zen Bootloader, okay? To get it to say that, you're going to hold this little blue button for 3 to 5 seconds, okay? So here's what it's going to look like. I'm going to hold that little blue button for 3 to 5 seconds. And then you guys can see it's going to say Zen Bootloader right here. Once it does, for you guys, the Zen won't come up here, right? Because I already had it connected before. What you have to do is hit connect, okay? Once you guys hit connect, you're going to see the Cronus Zen paired, right? Again, make sure it's only plugged in at the top, guys, all right? Then just hit Cronus Zen paired and then hit connect right here, all right? Once you do, you want to hit the latest update, which is going to be 2.214. So just press that. And that is how simple it is to update your Cronus Zen, all right? Anytime you have to do an update, remember, only plug it in at the top. get it to say Zen bootloader, right? By holding that little blue button, and then you just come in and let it do its update, okay? That's how simple it is. Once the update is finished, we're gonna learn how to add a script onto the Zen, all right? So there you go, the update's done. And now you can just go ahead and unplug the Zen from the top. You don't need it plugged in anymore. Now, where are you guys gonna go to download free scripts? And that's gonna be in my YouTube video description. This video that you guys are watching right now, all right? This is for our paid community. If you guys wanted to go ahead and join that, you guys can check that out where we have all the updated scripts. But we also have a tier for free scripts on our Podia. To get access to this, you guys can click on any one of my YouTube videos. And again, just check the description of this video that you're watching, okay? This is what it looks like. If you guys click on description and hit more, there's a section right here called free scripts download here. You guys can see it. Just go ahead and click on that, okay? You guys can see the free scripts download. It's on our Podia page. So you're gonna go ahead and click on that, and you're just gonna go ahead and sign up and literally download, okay? Once you've signed up though, here's what it's gonna look like, because I'm gonna log into my own page where I've signed up already, right? So here's what the screen's gonna look like once you guys log in and sign up. Give it a second, sometimes it takes a bit to load. I got slow Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna cut any of this out. So there you go. Once you guys log into your page, you wanna right click on your name up here, okay? Click on the products tab, okay? And you're gonna see this thing called the free script section. Go ahead and click on that. And then this is where you'll download some of the best free scripts. And the one that I love right now is going to be the Rabbit version 1. It works on all first-person shooter games, okay? The game has aim assist and recoil. The script will work. So to download it, all you're going to do is right-click on this, all right? Once you guys do, you can see it just goes up into your downloads tab. You guys can see it up here. That's how you know the script is downloaded. And now you're going to go ahead and add it to the Zen, okay? To be able to add scripts to the Zen, you're going to go ahead and, again, open up the Zen Studios one more time. And this time, though, anytime you guys want to add, delete scripts, or go into the Zen Studios, you have to plug in the Zen, guys, only on the right-hand side. You can see, you only plug it on the right-hand side. And again, the other end of this cable is going to go into your laptop or your PC, right? It should just be a normal USB end. You guys can see. But look, only plug it in on the right-hand side. I'm going to get rid of this cable because I have my longer one plugged in. So let me go ahead and grab that. There we go. You guys can see. Just plug it in on the right-hand side, right? Once you do, you can see sometimes the compiler and the programmer don't fully load in. That's perfectly fine. Just hit cancel here and open up the Zen Studios one more time. So we're going to do that. And again, look, you guys can see when you're adding scripts, make sure it's only on the right-hand side, all right? Then once you guys are in here, you want to go ahead and hit on your compiler tab. Now we're going to put our Zen down because it's plugged in already. I'm going to hit File to the top left-hand side. You guys can see my mouse cursor. Click on File. Next, you want to go ahead and hit on Open. And then hit on Download, okay? Once you guys do, you want to go ahead and select the Rabbit version 1. That's our free script. And then go ahead and hit Open, okay? Once you guys see the script in here, all you have to do is head over to Programmers tab. And here's how you add and delete scripts, right? Once you see it in your compiler like this, you just go to Programmer. And on the left-hand side, you guys can see little circles, right? You want to press on the one that has the 6 lines. It says GPC scripts, right? And you'll see the Rabbit version 1, okay? What I want you to do is when you're downloading the script for the first time, delete anything that's in your slots down here, okay? And to do that, if you ever wanted to delete things from the slots, you just right-click and drag and drop into the trash bin. Whatever you have, just drag and drop into the trash bin and put this one in your first slot, okay? So just right-click, drag and drop into your first slot, and then press the play button to program, aka save the script, okay? That's literally how easy it is to update and save a script onto your Zen. Now you guys get to the easy part where now we're going to be setting it up either for the PlayStation 5, Xbox, or your PC, okay? Now, before we go, while the Zen's still plugged in, if you wanted to turn scripts on or off, all you have to do is press the right side big blue button, okay? That's how easy it is. And again, anytime you guys are adding scripts, again, you guys can see it's only on the right-hand side, okay? After you are done adding scripts, you can unplug from the right-hand side. And then now we're going to base out of the Zen Studios and unplug the right side cable. I want you to do one more thing. That is go over to your device tab right here where it says Output Protocol. Make sure we set this. If you're playing on the PlayStation 5, you can either leave it just on auto or PlayStation 5. Okay, you guys can select either one. If you're playing on your PS5, Once that's done, just unplug it, and now we're going to talk about the PS5 button spam bypass step. Here's where you guys can get the best plug-and-play scripts for your Cronus Zen for our brand new year in 2026. Go ahead and click on the first link in the description. That's going to bring you guys over onto our Podia page. And yes, indeed, I do leave my personal phone number and email. So as I'm explaining any one of these tiers, if you guys have any questions or concerns, please go ahead and shoot me an email, all right? Now, first tier and our most popular is going to be the $30 per month. And again, these are all going to be monthly memberships. And the reason is we update all of our scripts on the first of every single month. So you guys aren't using anything outdated and you don't risk getting your account banned, all right? So again, all these scripts will work on any first person shooter game, okay? So if you get the $30 per month tier, which is our most popular one, you get access to all of the scripts right in here, as well as the aim assist values that go along with it. So I want to showcase everything that's inside of here. And one of the best perks about joining our memberships is you get access to a private Discord, right? So if you have any issues setting up, you guys join that Discord, you guys can reach out to me personally. We help you set it up. There's never any issues. But again, that's the $30 per month tier. Then we got the $25 a month. This, again, just gives you guys access to all the scripts. Finally, we have our custom scripts here. This is where we make you a custom script so you guys don't have to adjust anything, right? And again, anytime you guys get a higher monthly membership, you'll get everything else below it, right? And then finally, we have our legendary tier for the one-on-one help. If you're brand new to the Cronus Zen, highly recommend you guys go ahead and get this tier. This is where me and you get on a one-on-one call. Make sure your Zen's set up correctly so you have the best scripts and the best values. And then finally, the only tier on here that is not a monthly membership, and that's going to be our Panda Elite. Again, that's $250 a year, and that gives you guys access to all of these tiers in here for that price. Again, I feel like that's the best value if you guys are going to get any of these, all right? And I know a lot of people always ask, Panda, is there a way we can just purchase all these extreme scripts for a one-time price? Yes, it is, and that's going to be the second link in the description, and that's going to be in our top 10 updated scripts tier on Selfie. Again, that's going to be the $75 tier. And if you guys want to try out some of our older scripts just to make sure they are working for you or anything like that, you guys can sign up for this $10 a month tier as well. That's going to be on the Selfie. Again, that's always the second link in the description, man. But before we get going, man, huge shout out to all the members on the Podia. Appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see you over there on a private Discord. Now, here's how you connect your Cronus Zen to your PlayStation 5. And in today's video, I will also use my DualSense Edge and my regular PS5 controller, all right? Step number one, we're going to use the regular PS5 controller, is make sure your Cronus Zen right now is just not plugged in, okay? Just leave it to the side. Don't plug it in anything, just like this, okay? Next, you want to go ahead and wirelessly pair your controller and log into your profile. You guys can see I'm using my controller. Go ahead and log in to your profile, all right? Once you guys have logged in, let me go ahead and make myself a little bit smaller on this side here. First thing we're going to have to do is go up into the settings tab, all right? So let me get rid of the face cam here. You're going to go into settings. Go ahead and press X on this, all right? Once you guys are inside of your settings tab, you want to scroll all the way down to where it says accessories, all right? Go ahead and press X on this, and then you want to go to where it says controller in general, and make sure you guys copy exactly how you guys see everything here, all right? In controller in general, first setting, vibration intensity, make sure it's on strong. Trigger effect intensity, make sure that is on strong. And then finally, the most important one, your communication method, all right? Make sure this is set to use USB cable, all right? Because if you're using your controller Bluetooth like I am, for most of you guys, it's going to be on use Bluetooth, okay? So change it to use USB cable. Once everything looks exactly like how you guys see on my screen, then you want to go back up to general, and this is where you're going to be performing the PS5 button spam bypass, all right? And again, this bypass step must be done every single time you guys turn on your system, okay? Before you ever turn on a script, this is the first step you got to do, all right? So here's how you're going to perform this. You're going to go over, press right over here, go down, and you're going to just hover over turn off accessories, right? Don't click on it or anything, just hover over it with your controller, all right? Next, we're going to go ahead and wire up our controller, okay? To do that, I'm going to use a USB to a USB-C cable, right? So here's what it looks like. I'll go full face cam for this part. So let me go ahead and plug it in. You guys can see it, right? And there you go. Now I just have the USB part. And you're going to go ahead and plug that part into your Cronus Zen. So let me go ahead and pick my Zen up. So if you're looking at the Zen facing towards you, it's going to go on this left-hand side, all right? So one more time, we'll go face cam. Here's how it plugs in, right? You guys can see. And again, this whole time, the Zen has no power. Just make sure it's plugged in just like this, just on this left-hand side. If it's facing you, it's right here, right? There you go. Now our controller is wired up. And I know a lot of you guys are going to ask, Panda, we want to see what it looks like from your PlayStation screen. So I will play you guys a video of me doing this full step with my phone and pointing it at my PS5, all right? Next, here's how to set up your Cronus Zen with your DualSense Edge controller for the PlayStation 5. First thing you want to do is wirelessly pair your controller to the PS5. You guys can see mine is already paired. Then you're going to go into your settings tab and go ahead and press X, all right? Once you guys are here, scroll down to the accessories, press X here. Go down to where it says controller in general and make sure your communication method here is set to just use USB cable, just like you guys see mine. Once it is, go ahead and press circle. Go up to general here, and this is where you're going to perform the PS5 button spam bypass step, all right? So you just want to make sure you're hovered over turn off accessories. Next, you're going to go ahead and wire up your controller with the Zen. You can see right now the Zen has no power, right? Now, when you plug it in, the USB end is going to go on the left side of the Zen, and then again, the USB-C end of that wire straight into your DualSense Edge controller, right? Once that is done, now you're going to get ready to give the Zen power from the top. And to do this, you guys can see my red cable right here. You can see the USB-C end is right up here. Let me go ahead and get it. The other end of the cable is straight into my PS5 at the front. You can see on the USB port. You guys can plug it in the back or the front. I like the front the best. And then now this cable is going to go at the top of the Zen right up here, all right? Now, before you give it power from the top, you guys can see I haven't fully plugged it in yet. You have to make sure you come to your DualSense Edge controller and you hold down right on the D-pad right here. You guys can see this right side D-pad button. You want to hold this down while you're hovered over turn off accessories, all right? You guys can see that right side D-pad button. So that's what it's going to look like. Again, you guys should be holding it right now. I'm recording this with one hand, so I can't do it. But I'm going to go ahead and quickly plug the Zen in and then straight to the right on the D-pad on the controller, right? You guys can see, look at my PS5 screen. It did that button spam step. Now you're good to go use the Zen with your DualSense Edge. And now you can go ahead and turn on the script. What you want to do is just plug in a normal USB to a USB-C cable, okay? So here's how that works. So you're going to use one of the cables that come with the Zen. Make sure if you are going to use the Zen cables, you use the one that has these little black lock things, okay? Again, this is a shorter one, but what you want to do is plug the USB end right here, this side, into your PlayStation, okay? So this USB side here, you can see that goes into the front or the back of your PlayStation. If you guys are using that slim, it's not in the front, right? For me, it's in the front because I have the old PS5. But again, this end goes into the front or the back of your PS5. And then this other end is usually going to go at the top of the Zen like this, okay? But before you plug it in fully, I'll show you guys what you need to do. And that is called the button spam bypass step for the PS5, all right? So let me go and grab my red cable. Again, if you guys want a link to my red cable, just let me know. I'll leave it in the description below as well. So here's how you do the PS5 button spam bypass now, right? Before you come in and give the Zen power from the top, just like this, right? Again, the other end of this cable is already plugged into my PS5, guys, okay? But before you plug it in fully, let me go ahead and make myself even more bigger over here so I can show you guys, okay? You can see I haven't given the Zen power at all. It's still not plugged in, right? You want to go ahead and pick up your controller, all right? And what you want to do now is hold down right on the D-pad on your controller. You guys can see my controller. Just make sure on your PS5 screen, you're hovered over turn off accessories, okay? Make sure it looks exactly like you see on my PS5 screen right now. So next, you're going to hold down right on the D-pad. You guys can see me hold it down. And then you come in and give the Zen power from the top, all right? And again, keep this right on the D-pad held the whole time. Okay, so keep it held the whole time. So you can see I'm going to give it power. It says Zen, perfect, and then keep it held, right? Just keep it held until it does that whole spammy looking thing, right? Once it has done that now, you can let go of right on the D-pad, all right? And now you guys can use your Zen. And then now you go ahead and turn on the script, okay? So you just press the right side big blue button. You turn on whatever script you have. That's how easy it is, all right? Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see when people are doing this step is sometimes they have a script active. Like once they give the Zen power from the top, they had a script active, and that will not work for the PS5 button spam bypass, right? So if that ever happened to you, right, let's say I just do it right now. So I'm just going to unplug it. I'm just going to quick run it through, okay? So here's what that looks like. If you guys mess it up at all, here's what happens, right? So right now, we can see I just have the Zen unplugged. I'm using the controller wireless, right? I'm going to perform the bypass step. But you guys saw I had the script active. So look what happens, right? Let me go ahead and do this quickly. There you go. You hold right on the D-pad, plug it in. And you can see, look, I had the script active, right? And look, it looks like it's doing the button spam step, right? But it's usually not going to be done right, okay? So I would recommend you redo this step if you had a script active, all right? And to do that, simply press right on the D-pad. Make sure it says Zen on here. And again, don't unplug anything just yet. Just leave it there for a couple of seconds. And then just kill the power from the top. Kill the power, okay? Next, you're just going to go ahead and turn on your controller again. And make sure it wirelessly pairs to your PS5. You can see mine's wireless again. Then just hover over turn off accessories and just do the step again. This is called the PS5 button spam bypass step. And you're going to do it again, right? Get ready to give power from the top. But before you're fully giving power, hold down right on the D-pad the whole time. So hold down right on the D-pad and then bang. Look at me come in for the power at the top, right? You guys can see. And make sure it says Zen on here. And keep right on the D-pad held, right? Bang. Now it did the step and you're good to go, okay? Now let's go ahead and use our DualSense Edge controller. So to do that, same thing. I'm going to kill power to the Zen. I'm just going to unplug everything, okay? So there you go. We're going to unplug the regular DualSense controller. And same step, if you guys are using your DualSense Edge PS5 controller, you want to go ahead and wirelessly pair it to your PS5, right? So I'm going to press my PlayStation button, let it pair up. We can see now I'm paired up. So same thing, you want to go into settings at the top. Let me go ahead and get rid of the face cam so I can show you guys, right? You click X on settings, then you scroll down to where it says accessories. You go ahead and press X here. Then you come down to controller in general and you make sure this setting right over here, communication method, is set to use USB cable, right? This is 100% must be on use USB cable. Once it is, you go up to general, then same thing, hover over turn off accessories. And now you're going to go ahead and wire up your controller. So to do that, the USB-C end goes here, okay? We'll go full face cam again. And then all you guys are going to have to do is simply go ahead and plug in the Zen on this side. You guys can see the left side, same spot on your Zen, right? So if the Zen's facing you, controller now wired here. The USB end here. You guys can see, let me grab my DualSense Edge controller. Bang, right? Tons of wires all around the place. And then you're going to go ahead and get ready to give the Zen power from the top, right? Again, make sure the USB end is into your PlayStation 5. The USB-C end goes at the top of the Zen like this, okay? But before you give it full power, you're going to do the button spam bypass step, right? So you're going to hold down right on the D-pad here. You guys can see, right on the D-pad. And again, keep it held the whole time, all right? I don't want you to let go of right on D-pad until I tell you to. And then again, look, come in with the power at the top. Make sure it says Zen. And again, keep right on the D-pad held, right? There you go. It did the button spam bypass. And now you guys can use your controller. And now you can go ahead and turn on the script. So next, we're going to learn how to use one of the best free scripts, the Rabbit version 1. Check that video out next.